Hello students, here is Ashu Gupta, Assistant Professor. Again welcomes you all on the behalf of the Indraprastha Law College. We have already discussed the various provisions regarding the international law and covers the chapter of the recognition in these lectures, and we will discuss about the types of recognition today and in detail. In the previous lecture you may see about the nature of recognition and the other things which is already discussed in the previous lectures, so you may see it and take benefit from these lectures. So now let's start the today's lecture and understand the whole concept behind the types of recognition in the subject of international law. If we talk about the types of recognition, basically there are two types of recognition which may be given. First of all, a de facto recognition, or the second one is de jure recognition. What is de facto recognition and de jure recognition? We will discuss about that in detail. If we talk about de facto recognition, that is basically the provisionally grant that is subject to fulfillment of all the attributes of statehood. Provisionally grant that is subject to fulfillment of all the attributes of statehood of recognition to a new state which has acquired sufficient territory and control over the same. So please be aware about the words wherein de facto recognition covers that the provisionally grant that is subject to the fulfillment of all the attributes of statehood of recognition to a new state which has acquired sufficient territory and control over the same, but the recognizing states considers is not stable more. There is one condition that the recognizing states considers it not stable more is said to be de facto recognition. And in the other part, if we talk about the de jure recognition, then the grant of recognition to a newborn state by an existing state. The grant of recognition to a newborn state by an existing state when it considers that such newborn state has attained all the attributes of statehood with stability and permanence. So that is the basic difference between both of the de facto and de jure recognition. That is in de jure recognition there is a stability and permanency. That is called the de jure recognition. Sometimes in your question paper a question reveals that what is the difference between the de facto and the de jure recognition. Then understand the whole concept and differentiate the both the things, both the recognitions, namely de jure or de facto. So if we talk about the de jure recognition, de jure is a basically legal recognition, while de facto is factual recognition. The second point is the de jure recognition relates to a process contemplated by law, wherein de facto is not a process of law but based on factual situation. The number third is de jure is permanent recognition and cannot be withdrawn, but de facto is not permanent, it is temporary provisional recognition which can be withdrawn. Number fourth, de jure recognition is a matter of right to claim recognition, while de facto recognition makes reference to actual occupation and possession. Number 5th, de jure recognition is conferred generally after conferring de facto recognition or when a particular state is in power under government. If this continues for a certain period, proving its stability and support from the people and their willingness to enter into an agreement, then this state is de jure recognized. While in the concept of de facto recognition, this is conferred with a view of protecting interest of the state, having the actual possession of the territory. These are some differences regarding the de jure or the de facto recognition. And the last point is that if we talk about the de jure recognition, according to the British practice, 3 conditions are required as precedent to the grant of de jure recognition of a new state of a government. That is, the first one is a reasonable assurance of stability and permanency. The second is the government commands the general support of the population. And the third one is it is able and willing to fulfill its international obligations. While in case of de facto recognition, according to Lautrpact, he is a famous jurist, Lautrpact, says that de facto recognition is the desire to enter relations with the regime in power, but for the time being without the usual diplomatic courtesies. So these are the basic concepts behind the de facto and the de jure recognition, and this question is most probably asked in your question paper. So please be noted that difference clearly and get the good marks. Hope you will have been enjoyed the whole session and successfully noted down it into your notepad and enumerated it into your study and be benefited from this lecture. We will meet soon again in the next lecture with a new presentation. Thank you very much. Be safe and stay at home.